Hey guys, welcome to another ServerMiner plugin tutorial. I'm your host LTJim007 and today we're looking at the AxEnvoys plugin. So this is a really awesome plugin which allows your players to collect these supply drops which will appear when the event is started. You can see there are different rarities. This is a common one, so if I grab that I got $50. And then there are rare ones, legendaries and even boss ones, and you can even make some of your own. So you can see this one gave me 6 diamonds. And if we look in chat, you can see I started the event using a flare. You can also use a command, and it's in the paper world around these coordinates. So let's go ahead and see if we can find any more. So there's a couple over here, and you can see there's a nice little firework which appears. You can also customize that. And this one's a little different. You actually have to hit it 50 times. So let's see if we can get all 50. There we go. And this one only gave us $50. That's not really worth it. That one gave us $100. And I don't seem to see a boss one. So that is kind of how it works. And then if we want to remove the event, we can do envoy stop all, and that will get rid of all the crates and the event is now over. So let's go ahead and look at some of the commands now. We can do the /envoy center command followed by an envoy name. So there's only one by default. It is called default. That's going to centralize the location, so they're going to fall around that. If we do envoy start followed by default, that is going to begin an event at those coordinates we set. 30 are going to spawn around them. And then if we do the envoy coords and then default, it's going to list all the different crates that have spawned, the rarity type and the location of them. Now if you want to edit where certain ones spawn, you can do the envoy editor command and then default, hit enter. And then what we can do is place down a diamond, and this is how you would create predefined spawns, and then you can obviously delete them if you want, and then you can exit out of the editor. There is another pretty handy command to grab a flare for a default envoy. I'm going to give myself 4 of these, and this is how you would start an event, which I did before, but obviously there's already one running. And then there's not too many other commands. There's the toggle command, so instead of seeing all the messages being spammed that people are grabbing these crates, you can disable that if it gets annoying for you. And then we can also reload the config file if anything has changed in there. So here we are in the ServerMiner control panel. You can see there's a few folders and a few files. There's literally nothing in the config, so what we want to do is go into the crates one, and then into rare, for example, and this is where you can customize each crate. You can see the collection cooldown, so you can't keep spamming them. You have the display name, the type of block, and then the firework, which looks very nice. Should it be a falling block, yes or no? Should there be a flare? What the rewards are and the chances of those rewards, and then whether it's a command or a message. And then the hologram as well, which appears above it. So all of that is pretty straightforward. You can obviously change that for each one. You can even make your own by copying and pasting any of these and then just changing the names of the files and all the insides. If we go back and go into envoys, we'll see the default one. So this is the only one that exists. So this is going to specify the spawn chance of the different types of crates and then the amount of them. So you can see it mentioned it would be 30. And then the collection cooldown is 10 seconds, and then the timeout time of 300 seconds, the event's going to end. And then you can start an event every 1 hour, so you don't have to do it manually. And then we have minimum players down here, so you can't just farm it if you're the only player on the server. And there's a few other things like min and max distances, min and max heights, etc. So here we are on the spigot page. You can see it's updated from 1.18 to 1.20. It is a really fantastic plugin. There is Discord and Wiki if you want any help from the developer. And overall, it's really well made and just a really cool plugin that you could add to your server. But if you need a server to host it on, check out ServerMiner.com for the best and cheapest hosting around. That's it for me. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you next time.